Hello and welcome to today's Sale Insight. I'm Paul Martinelli. All of these insights are purposed to help you sharpen the saw and give you something productive to use and focus on during your day. One thing that causes us to break rapport is that we can get way too ahead of our prospects and we go into the sales conversation with a plan and a strategy. And in many cases, we have built an image of exactly how we want this engagement to go with the prospect. The prospect, on the other hand, hasn't invested nearly as much time as you have. There's a very good chance that your meeting or call with them today is simply one thing on their long list of things to do that day. And unless they are in acute pain or in an immediate need to help, right, and they need something right now, and they've already made the decision, then this meeting is just the first step. It's a first step in a process that they have to complete maybe over a month's time, or maybe even a longer period of time. So if we go into the call with focusing on the closing of the deal, and they aren't in that same frame of mind, you end up ambushing the sale. You come across as pushy. It's important that all during your sales conversation, you drop in and check in on your prospect to make sure that you aren't too far ahead of them. Does that make sense? Are you with me? What are your thoughts so far? How does this sound? Fair enough, right? All of these seemingly insignificant micro agreements allow the prospect to catch up with you and let you know if in fact they're with you. In the intelligence gathering phase, asking timing questions about when they want and need to implement your solution is critical to you knowing how best to pace the process and maintain your own expectations. When I was in the cleaning business, I would often try to close the deal on a service like, cleaning their carpets or polishing their floors. I'd, of course, want them to say yes and book the service as soon as possible. Well, these services were routine for me and my team, but for them, it was the introduction to the unknown. And probably a lot of chaos with them having to move furniture, right? Paying somebody to stay over after hours or on a weekend while my crew did the work. Once I realized that I had to adjust and manage this, I knew that I had to manage my own energy. I had to separate the decision of them buying and the decision for when the service was going to take place. And I realized that I could get them to say yes, but I was losing the sale by trying to book the service at the same time I made the sale. I could get them to say yes and schedule the service 3 months from now, when it was maybe off season for them. The date of the service really didn't matter once they made the commitment, once they signed the contract. Simply by saying to them that they had two decisions to make. The first is the decision to go with us and to have the service done. And the second would be when it was most convenient for you to have it. Surprisingly, once I opened up to just kind of slowing down, we found a whole new profit center that we didn't even know was there. We would begin to offer set up and reset services to help remove all that chaos of preparing for the carpet cleaning and the floor stripping services. So don't ever allow what you want to sell interfere with their needs and desires to manage the timeline. Remember, experience is your best teacher. So apply what you've learned in this video, and you're going to find that it's going to pay big dividends for you. I'll see you tomorrow.